Okay, think maybe let's check the chat. Hey, okay. Hello, hello, welcome back to more coding. The title's probably wrong. It definitely is wrong. Let's check the audio. Welcome back to more. Cool, it's working. All right, hello everybody. Hello, welcome back to more coding. If you were here with us yesterday, I'm sorry to bore you again, but if you're new, we're going to do some coding today here in a little bit. I got to do okay. Hello, how's it going? Love this live programming. Glad you enjoy it. Hello. Hi. Oh, Willie. Hey, man. How are you? See ya. Hey, guys. Welcome. All right. So, if you were with us yesterday, quick recap for you. If you're new, I'm going to tell you what's going on. If you were with us yesterday, quick recap. We have finished all of the AI for the next card game. It's a card game called Cadillac, and I'll explain how it works here in a second. We have finished all of the AI. Where's my notebook? We have finished all of the AI, and we have had finished what happens if the situation where a player knocks, which means that they think they are the closest, they are closer to 31 than anyone else, or they are at a high enough score where they won't lose. So hopefully that's all well and good. Okay. And the goal for today is to finish all of this source code. We are at about 5,000 lines of code. I got a warning when I opened up the code today in this editor. I got a warning. It's like, oh, by the way, we're using like you're opening a large file. We're using like a compression technique to make sure that it, you can work in it quickly. And I was like, you know what? I don't need that. So I turned it off because I don't want it to have to squash all my stuff down, which is probably a bad idea, but that's okay. All right. Yes. New card game. Hello. Welcome, Red the Rage. Good to see you. How are you? All right. Let's run through. Let's build. All right. I already built the XE, so it's all good. Okay. Welcome to Cadillac. Would you like to play? Yes, we want to play. Obviously, we are not in Fallout 4 right now. We are in the source code environment, so we're just testing. This will look very differently by the time you see it in its final form. How much would you like to bet? We're going to go with, you know what, we'll go high roller today. It doesn't matter. But we're going to go high roller today, 100 caps per life. You get 3 lives in Cadillac. That's the rule of the game. You get 3 lives. And we're going to do 100 caps per life. So that's 300 caps total. That is a lot of money. All right. So we have the King of... Oh my gosh, we have Cadillac. No, we don't. I misread that. King of Spades, Ace of Spades, Ace of Diamonds. We do have a really high hand, and if we weren't trying to test the code out, I would totally knock right. Well, you know what? No, we did this already. We already implemented the knock. That's what we did yesterday. So by the way, rules of the game: you're trying to get as close as you can to 31, and only suits add up. So in this case, since we have the King of Spades and the Ace of Spades, we have 21. Ace is 11, King is 10, Jack is 10, Queen is 10, 10 is 10, and then all the others are 2, 3, 4, etc. And since we have the Ace of Diamonds, it doesn't add up. So our total right now is 21. And so that's really good to be dealt right off the start. That's really lucky. And if this were a real life game, I would totally knock right now. So we're going to go ahead and knock. And so I knocked. So that means when I knock, that means that, hey, I've got a really good hand. I'm gonna stop here because I think no one else is going to beat me. Or I think like I won't at least be last. The person, when you knock and it's time to evaluate the total of each player's hand, whoever has the lowest total has to put up a life, or loses a life and puts it into the pot, so to speak. So this is a huge pot because there's 4 players. So potentially, you pay 300. Well, potentially, okay. So assuming you didn't pay anything, you have the potential with 300 caps. With 300 caps total, every player puts in 300 caps, 100 caps per life, 3 lives. You have the potential to win, what is that, 900 caps? So that's a big payout. So this is a high stakes game, everybody. Okay. Oh, I still have my debug code in here, so I'm cheating. I can see everybody's hand. So player 2, your card from the deck, which they should have done according to the AI that I wrote, so that's good. Player 3 has 20, so they're they're going to go ahead and draw a card because they would knock, but since they can't knock, they're going to go ahead. Oh no. Player 2 now has 20. Player 3 has 10, so they're going to draw a card. Thank you for whoever that was. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow. I believe that's what that noise means. So close. 17. So that's a pretty good hand. So they're probably just going to P3. Yeah, that's what they... P4 drew a card. Awesome. So that all worked fine. Great. So the code now works. Now, as you can see, it's not done. We went through what happens when we knocked. That's what we did yesterday, but we didn't evaluate everybody's hand, and we didn't do what happens if someone has Cadillac. So today we're going to try to do those two things. We're going to try to do what happens if a player has Cadillac and the final evaluation to determine who wins, who loses, all that wonderful stuff. So let's just get into it. Let's get into the code. So we should pick up way down here. Way down here. Way down here. Debug. Nope, not far enough. Almost. Gotta find it. Okay. End of knock state. So this is currently where we start. Right here. Cadillac. I need inline of if statement, so we need an else. Wait, no we don't, do we? Wait. We want an else if. Else if knock equals 0. Let's do this. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this, guys. We're gonna say knock equals 0, which means that, you know what, I should probably read the chat for a second. I definitely, okay. I'm just gonna make sure everybody's caught up. What do you code in a card game and a game mod? So for Cascadia, I help out. My main role at Cascadia is to do mini games. So we're doing everything. We're doing Blackjack is already done. You can actually go get that on the Nexus right now if you want. Blackjack's done. Blackjack, this game called Cadillac, Texas Hold'em will be done. We're going to do a game called Liar's Dice if you ever played Red Dead Redemption. We're going to do roulette, slots, caravan, and I think for the most part that's it. From Vietnam, welcome all the way from Vietnam. Man, welcome, very awesome. I don't you speak English well, so hopefully you understand, but yeah, thank you so much for being here. Welcome, glad you could join us. But yeah, so yep, so a lot of games. Hey Viggy, come hang out with me in voice, Viggy. Ghoul, no, I don't believe that's going to be an option. Not that I'm aware of. No, I'm like pretty no. No. Hello, hey, welcome everybody. Hey, I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. Kali, I believe that's how you pronounce that. Kali, welcome. I'm doing good. Hopefully you are too. Hello from Wales. Awesome, really far away. Very cool. What code language? This is C. It's very basic. Why aren't you said you had a lot of code? Yeah, I do have a lot of code. What code language? It's C. The workflow for these card games is that the source code starts out in C because that's what I'm trained in. I know that's probably the language I know the best. And then my friend who helps out with it, his name is Scrivener. He's a fantastic papyrus coder, much better at papyrus than I am. He takes the C code and he ports it that way. Oops, my thing fell. Oh well. He takes the C code and he ports it, and that way we can both kind of split the work, which is awesome. It's great to have that sort of workflow. So that's what we're doing. So else if knock equals 0 and Cadillac. Isn't that the name of the variable? What did I name that variable? Yeah, just Cadillac. Cool. So we're gonna go down here. Cadillac equals. Well, if it's 0, we have an error. So if it's, let's do this. Let's go ahead and take care of our error clause. If knock and Cadillac are both 0, something has gone horribly, horribly wrong. This should never ever occur. Something has. Let's make it funny, right? Because no one's really gonna see this. Game shit its pants. Something wrong. Print error. If that situation occurs, I have absolutely no idea what it would be. Go to, what's it called? Main? No. Go to main exit. Yeah, if that error occurs, or if that happens, yeah, that's not good. I have no idea what would cause that to happen. Let's hope we never see that. That should never occur. If it does, we are up shit's creek without a paddle. Okay, but more importantly, knock equals 0. Ooh. And Cadillac equals 1. And what that means, if this condition is met, player, oh, this would be player character. PC has Cadillac, so we'll leave that blank for now. We're just going to keep going with our conditions, make sure we get every condition possible. Knock equals 0. Cadillac 2. You can guess it, guys. Let's see if you guys can figure it out. All right, chat. What condition is this? We're gonna do learning coding with white collar. Knock is 0. Cadillac is 2. Based on this condition right here, what should this one be? Who has Cadillac in this situation? Let's see how much. Let's see if you guys can figure it out. I'm not gonna type anything until I'm reading the chat. Who knows? Mention of the Legion? I can't really say. I can't really say, mainly because I don't really know. But yeah, I can't really comment on. Yes. Hey, Roastin. Hey, man. How are you, dude? Good to see you. Yes, you're right, Roastin, but do you know which NPC? Give you a hint. Look at the number. That's the hint. The NCR will be in Cascadia. That has been mentioned. Want to study game design after school? Yeah, if you are going to study game design, you will not need to know C. You will not need to know this coding language if you're going to learn game design. I promise you that. Cascadia takes place a very long time after the events of Fallout 4, like a very, very long time. I can't remember the exact year, but a very long time. Everyone has it, darn. Really hoping for a second fight with the Legion. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's not happening. Actually, I can pretty much guarantee that that's not happening. Yes, all right. Roast and Ghost. I'll give it to Roast and Ghost. He had it. NPC does have it. It's player 2. P2 has Cadillac. You know, Cadillac equals 2, player 2. Anyway. So, very good. Good job, everybody. Told y'all, this is going to be educational. May not be entertaining, but damn it, it's going to be educational. And Cadillac equals 3. You guessed it, player 3 has Cadillac. Put a space here. Else if knock equals 0. Forgot my condition. And Cadillac equals 4. Guess what? P4 has Cadillac. Awesome. So those are the possible scenarios. Now, this is where it gets tricky. You know, I think I might have, I actually don't think I want these to be else ifs. Let me think about this for 1 second, guys. I'm going to be kind of quiet. Viggy, this is why I need you in voice. I need somebody to take over for me when I go silent. Okay. Can't get anybody to hang out with me while I'm silent. I'm sorry, guys. I got to think quickly for 1 second, and then I'll explain. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think I want these to be else ifs down at the bottom. I think they actually need to be regular if statements. And I'll explain why. Let me make the change and then I'll explain. Okay, so these, well, all right, yeah, I'll explain these here in a second. So if they were else ifs, their relationship would be to the original if statement, and that original if statement is way the hell, that original if statement is way the hell up here. That's the knock if statement. That says, where is it? It's wherever I scrolled up to earlier when I was silent. Nope, missed it. I think, yeah, I did. Here, their relationship would be to this if statement right here. So what would happen is if this statement went true, which it would whenever someone knocks, if this statement went true, then it would skip all those other else ifs. But I don't want that to happen, because if this statement goes true, when after someone has knocked, it's possible for another player to get Cadillac. In which case, even though someone else knocked, when that player has Cadillac, they would still automatically win per the rules of the game. So I still want those checking to see who has Cadillac conditions to run. And if they were else ifs, they wouldn't run if that knock condition went true. Hopefully that I'm doing a very bad job of explaining that, but hopefully you get that. Hopefully you understand why they need to be ifs instead of else ifs. Else ifs only run if their parent if statement goes false. If their parent if statement goes false. If the parent if statement goes true, all of those else if conditions won't check. It won't even look at the condition. It'll just skip over it completely. And I don't want that to happen. So they need to be their own individual if statements. Which is exactly why I did it that way. Where the heck am I going here? Close. Okay, that's exactly why. But I need to get rid of the knock check here. Well, that is an error, so I'll leave that in there. But this doesn't need to be here. I can get rid of the knock of checking for the knock condition. So I'm going to do that because it doesn't matter, quite frankly. This not condition, no. Well, this not condition can be, more importantly, this not condition can be not 0 under these rules. Okay, so here's what happens. If someone has knocked, it'll run through the stuff we did yesterday. It'll run through all that knocking stuff we did yesterday. And run those turns and things like that, and the number and knock will still say will still contain the ID of whoever it was that knocked. So that's why that condition can't be in here, because otherwise it'll flag as false. But you know, in the knock state up here, up in this area, if someone gets Cadillac, Cadillac will get assigned that ID, you know, one of these 4 IDs here. So we still want to check that. So that's why we're going to keep that in there. And I think that covers every possible contingency. But if someone has Cadillac, then it'll skip over it'll skip over the knock state and go straight and check here and determine who has Cadillac. So that's important. Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah. This should be good. Right? Think. Yes, pretty confident in that. So these conditions only occur if someone has Cadillac, which is where we can do all of our Cadillac evaluations, which is basically, the Cadillac evaluation is simple. It's just everyone who doesn't have Cadillac, and only one person have Cadillac, because whoever gets Cadillac first, they automatically win. So no one else, you can't have Cadillac at the same time as someone else. So it's really easy. Everybody else just loses a life instantly, no matter what score they have. So the evaluation for that's really simple. So we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Awesome. Cool. Sweet. Let's do that. I'm going to read the chat real quickly, and then we're going to jump and start doing that. I'm glad the coding's kind of entertaining. I hope that's helpful. So I'm interested in world design for video games. Any tips as to what I need? Yeah, world design, awesome. That's great. That's super cool. You're gonna just want to practice building levels, and my advice for that would be get comfortable unless you have like one specific company you want to work for. Start learning how to build levels in a bunch of different engines. So like the Creation engine, learn how to build levels. The Unity engine, learn how to build levels. The Unreal engine, learn how to build levels. So all sorts of stuff. Learn how to use those tools to build levels and just be very diverse in that tool set. And that's an absolutely great start. And then study the levels that come from the creators already, the different companies that make maps for games that you like to play. Just next time you're playing the game, just try to take note of things like the lighting, the terrain, everything, every little detail. Try to see if you can take note of that and get some inspiration and that sort of thing. I am not a creative person, so level design is not my field. If I were to do something like that, I would have to recreate a level that already exists, much like I'm doing with the coding stuff. This isn't a new card game. This is one that already existed. I'm just putting the rules in code format. Then only the first one, cyan photon, then only the first one needs to be just if. The others can potentially be else if, because only one of those can evaluate true. That said, what if multiple players? Yeah, multiple players can't get Cadillac. Only one player at a time can have Cadillac. Because it's just the first person. Whoever the first one that gets Cadillac is, they automatically flag as the Cadillac owner. Whoever the first one is, that the game ends, or the hand ends right there. So yeah, so only one player at a time can have Cadillac. But good thinking. Yeah, you're right. These could be else if. It doesn't really matter. You're right. These three down here could all be else if. It doesn't. I mean, I'll do it to make you feel better, but it doesn't matter. But I'll do it. I'll for sure do it. Yeah, it helps to be safe too. Why not? Keep consistently, like that kind of thing. So, plus maybe it'll help streamline the code. That's very possible. Okay. Like I said, let's promise. All right. So we already printed the message that, whoever has Cadillac has Cadillac. So let's do this. We're going to do... But it goes to main exit at the moment. Whenever someone has Cadillac. Or does it go to turn exit? No, it goes to knock in. In the case of Cadillac here, it goes to knock end. In the case of Cadillac way up here, it goes to turn exit. Cool. Okay, so I just had to make sure my statements are right. Which they are. By the way, if you're a C programmer, if you are someone who knows C well, and you see me using go-to statements, which I do a lot, you will. If you're a C programmer, you already know this. Go-to statements in C are very heavily frowned upon for a lot of reasons. A lot of good reasons. I agree with the school of thought that says, yeah, don't use. I'm all about it. Don't use goto statements in C. Don't do it. But because I'm writing this code for the purpose of porting to Papyrus, I'm using goto statements because that's something that happens all the time in Papyrus, or well, a similar type of functionality happens all the time in Papyrus. Suddenly changing scripts, basically, or changing the order of the script, or or changing where the thread goes next. That happens very frequently and is a very common occurrence and is easy to do in Papyrus in states like that. So that's why I'm doing it here. But if you're a C programmer, you'll know that you're not supposed to use those. You might be mad at me, but that's the reason I'm using it. That's my excuse, I should say. But yeah, I'm kind of using it as a cheat, I realize. But you know, in Papyrus you can't do, I think it's either a while loop or a for loop. Papyrus doesn't have one of those. I think is it for loop? It might be for loop. Anyway, Papyrus doesn't have one of the looping capabilities, so worth mentioning that. But anyway. Okay, PC has Cadillac. Let's do it like this. P2, P3, P4. All lose one life. Then we'll do our variables stuff here in a second. Okay, so this is where we have to start using some old variables I created. So what did I name these variables? PC RV for store. What? Restoring suit I'm guessing this is supposed to be IDs of cards. Vars. Sorry, I messed up my own notes. Vars for storing suits. Vals, probably. Values, I guess. Suit values of cards, probably. I'd imagine. This would be like, you know, 2 through 10, 11, I suppose. Probably that's what that's for. Anyway. Wallet. Here we go. Number of lives. Okay. So it's P4, so it's P blank L. Okay. But this, oh, dang. IOH life. Set but not used. 10:30. Okay. Okay, I don't think, actually, I retract my previous statement. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this all perfectly today. We're going to get far, but I don't think it's going to be perfectly done because I forgot one aspect that I need to make. Cadillac has a weird way of determining whether or not you play. You get 3 lives, right? So, if you go down to 1 life, you think like, oh, I've got 1 life left. When I lose it, I'm done. Not quite. When you lose that last life and you're technically at 0 lives, you're at what's called on poverty. In Cadillac, it's called being on poverty. And when you're on poverty, nothing changes. You that's just technically your last life. You can still win. You just can't lose any more lives because it's your last one. So really, you technically have 4 lives, but you only pay for 3 of them, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. It's a confusing rule, I realize, to sort of say out loud, but yeah. Anyway, so I have to. That's what I have to keep track of here. Anyway, but let's just do it in order. P2L. Oh, P2L equals P2L minus 1. But see, I can't do that because what if they're already at 0? I mean, it can handle going to -1, like the code can handle that. That's not what I want to have happen. I need more condition. Check if player already at 0. Well, let's do this. Special action for if player is already at 0. The code is already set up to not let the player play if their life is at 0. So really, in the code, you have 4 lives, 0 being your out, 1 being on poverty, 2, 3, 4 being your actual 3 lives. Oh, that's annoying. Well, guys, I need to run to the bathroom really quickly, and I deeply apologize for that. I really do. So let me read the chat real quick. I gotta take a quick bathroom break. Yeah, makes sense. Engine Bethesda, yeah, Creation Engine is what Bethesda used for Fallout 4. No, but I mean, no, Bethesda has said before that they're hiring. And plus, you know, actually, if with the whole Creation Club things, that's not a bad place to start. Yeah, so Bethesda used the Creation Engine for Fallout 4. You need the Creation Kit. To get the Creation Kit, you're going to want to Google Bethesda Launcher. Download and install the Bethesda.net launcher. In it, you will see an option to install the Creation Kit for Fallout 4. Go ahead and install the Creation Kit for Fallout 4 and go ahead and get playing around with that. And there are plenty of YouTube tutorials for getting started with that. So yeah. So sorry everybody, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. Let's put on some wonderful concept art for you guys to see. Yeah, there we go. There's some great concept art for you guys, and I don't want to leave you hanging with nothing but silence, so I'm going to play some music. Find some good music for music. What's a good song? We're gonna do some advertiser-friendly music. Do some jazzy stuff. Oh, that's loud. Really loud. Sorry. All right, we're gonna loop this. I think. Let's find. Does this? Wait. Hopefully this loops. Let's see if this loops. Yep, alright, it loops. Yep, y'all have fun with that. You're gonna listen to some jazzy bass looping while I run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Enjoy, everybody. And you know what, I'll let you look at the code. You can look at the code. That's what we're working on. You can look at the code. Alright. Be right back. Sorry about that, everybody. Let's stop that. You've probably had enough of that. Oh, so sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, thank you for your patience. Something I ate for breakfast just did not agree with me, so I apologize. I really do. But thank you for your patience. I'm back. Let's get to it. Okay. I have no idea when I started streaming. Does anybody know how long I've been streaming? Can someone in the chat tell me, pretty please? I have no idea. Would appreciate it. I have no idea how long I've been streaming. I don't want to go for too long because this is not the most exciting thing. Okay. Alright. If P2L Wait. Wait a darn tootin'. Hold on. Hold the phone. If they're at 0, they're already out. If they're at 1, they're on poverty. So what we want to do if P2L equals 1. Okay, P2 is on poverty and is now out. Well, P2L equals P2L minus 1. Printf P2 is out. So then now, else if P2L else if let's do our parentheses right, guys. Thoroughly writing code here. P2L equals 2 or P2L equals 3 or P2L or P2L equals 4. That case, to just loses 1 life, right? C, it's not a stupid question at all. This is in C, regular old C, Assassin Cactus. Thank you for your question. Yeah, regular old C. There's a reason for that that I've explained numerous times, but just this is how it goes. This is the workflow for writing code for mini games that I use. But this language is called C. May have heard of it. Is this okay? So I'm probably now just lose 1 life. P2L. Is everybody following along? If anybody's lost or confused, seriously, feel free to ask questions. With me, there are no dumb questions because I'm one of those people who asks dumb questions constantly. So if you have a question, regardless of how dumb you may think it is, it's not dumb. Go ahead and ask it. This is a much more interesting thing to watch if you actually understand what's happening. Or, well, at least vaguely understand what's happening. So if you have any questions, please, I'm happy to answer them. Or about Cascadia in general. If you have any questions about Cascadia in general, I'll answer them as best I can. Or about Fallout 4, about modding, anything. You know, if you want to talk about life, I will offer my philosophical advice on life if you need it. It's not necessarily good advice, but I'll offer it. Okay. So if P2L is already 0, then they're not even considered in this, and nothing happens. They're not even playing, so I don't have to worry about that. That's all well. P2 just loses 1. I need a message for that. Well, let's just do it like this. If P2L equals 1, P2 has lost a life and is now on poverty. Just type in what the messages are. P2 has lost a life and now has remaining. Okay. That should be all I need to do. Obviously I have to do that that's just one player, so gotta maintain. I gotta do that. I'm just gonna copy and paste it, but and now has %I remaining. Weird. What inline is this? This is the because it's gonna grow really quickly. We're gonna keep track of this. Notes, people. The green text is notes. Always write your notes. They're important. Very important. 2, 3, 4. Basically, it'll be like, oh, does P2L, if they have one, if they're on poverty, right? Well, I'm using my finger. You guys can't see that. All right, if they're on poverty, it'll say they'll lose life and they'll be like, oh, P2's now out of the game. They're set to 0. The rest of the code up top, everything up there, they won't even be considered when the hands go around. Once P2L is 0, that's a big condition. They have to have P2L not equal to 0 in order to play. So if it's 0, they're out. They're not in the game. It'll skip them. But if they have 2, 3, or 4, then obviously they just lose 1 life, and if they go down to 1, then they're on poverty. If they go, down a life, they just lose 1 life and now has X remaining. %I is what you use in C to print variables. Well, integer, % integer, right? Print integer variables. And then if it's 0, we don't even need to report on them because they're not playing. So cool, sweet. So now we're just going to copy all this. Right? What is this? What is that inline for? Oh, that's the else if. I need that. Yep, okay. Control C. Beep. Boop. Beep boop. Alright. Dang it, I should have definitely... No, this is fine. Control F, replace P2 with P3, replace all. 15, is that right? P3L, P3L, yeah, P3 is out. Power is now out. Yeah, P3 just loses 1 life. P3L, yep. They're on 1, is lost a life and is now in poverty. Has lost life and now has %I remaining. Cool. Okay. That's how that works. Do it all over again. replace P3 with P4. String not found. Oh. Duh. Yeah. Matt, see? Dumb stuff like that. It'll get you. What is my opinion on RGB cup holders? In what? It matters where they are. Are they on my desk? Are the RGB cup holders on my desk, or are they in my car? I don't know. When converting to Papyrus, how much is translation versus doing things totally differently? If that question makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, Roasting Ghost. That does. So the first time when we were doing Blackjack was done the same way. Written all in C. In fact, well, I don't have it on this machine, but I mean, I could show you the source code for it. I still have it, just not on this. I could show you the source code for it. It's still there. So yeah, it was written all in C, and then Scrivener and I worked very hard to set everything up as a frame. Well, Scrivener worked way harder than I did, but I helped. Worked very hard to setting things up as a framework in Papyrus, so that, well, let me start from the beginning. When I first gave the C code over to Scrivener, it was the same day. I'm talking just later that day. He had already ported it into Fallout 4 as a simple text box game, much like you see here, it's all just words. He did that in Fallout 4, like, you know, in-game, those little message boxes that pop up. He did that same day. So very quickly, he had it going. But obviously that's not what we wanted to do. We needed, you know, actual cards moving and stuff like that. We needed all that. So we worked very hard to make it so that the framework for actually using 3D cards and stuff was much more efficient later on. So now it should be a lot easier to implement card games. Other games like Liar's Dice and slots and all that, that's a different story. I have no idea what that's going to be like. It's going to be ridiculous. But card games should be much easier to implement in Papyrus now. A lot of it is just straight up just changing some stuff around, some minor syntax issues. Variable stuff can say the name. A lot of the declarations stay the same, so there's not a whole lot that has to be changed, but some minor changing, like, you know, you don't need the f flush std out, you don't need printf, that kind of thing. So, you know, that kind of stuff gets removed, but, you know, with the framework that we already have set up after doing Papyrus, we're really confident in that it's going to be a lot easier to move stuff in. So hopefully that answers your question, Roastin. If it doesn't, let me know. But hopefully that does answer your question. But getting that framework set up was a huge chore. But now that it's there, now that we have it, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. And no, Drake, I'm not gonna say it. I know what you're trying to do to me, but I'm good. I'll pass. There are people who have that name. I actually know a guy who has a similar, not quite the same, but a similar last name. Anyway, let's keep moving on here. So that was for what happens if player one if the player character has Cadillac. Yeah. Now we need to do all that but player two. So do it like this. Player three. Control. Oh, that's not even right. There we go. Take all this poop. Oh, wait, no. Take all this poop. All that poop right there. Take all that junk. Throw it right down there. Okay. But now we gotta change this, right? This would be P2 as Cadillac, so we want to do PCL. PC is on property and is now out. Change the message. You are out. But the game has to shit. Well, we'll address that issue later. So this needs to be, I'm going through this, I'm not doing find and replace because I want to make sure I get it right the first time. I want to make sure I'm thorough with it. Just PCL, CL, CL, U, lost a life and are now in poverty. You have lost a life and now have that many remaining. Okay. The rest is fine. P3 is fine, P4 is fine. Awesome. Let's go down here. Boop. Boop. P3 has Cadillac. Well, first, you know what, I'll do the find and replace on this one. P. Everything for P2? Yes, it is. What does that go to? Control F. Replace P2 with PC. 15, good. Awesome. And then now P3, so we're going to replace P. This is PC. We're going to replace P3 with P2. Yes. Replace P3 with P2. Yep. Okay. So now I check PC, P2, and P4. And now, because right, so up here we checked P2, P3, and P4. Down here we checked PC, P3, and P4. Down here we checked PC, P2, and P4. And down here we're going to check PC, P2, P3. So that's what we're going to do. PC, so this needs to be C. F, we're going to replace P2, replace with PC. Yeah, I know I don't really need to do the order, but I'm doing the order right. Hold your, don't yell at me. PC, this needs to be P2. Replace P3. The OCD people out there will thank me. Replace P3 with P2. Replace P4 with P3. P4. P. Nice. Okay. Whew. Done and done. Sweet. All right. So that's what happens when someone has Cadillac. It should be. It should be. Okay. That's all right. Okay. I need a okay, so Cadillac, we've done the Cadillac condition. But if none of those conditions flag, Cadillac checks have exited or no Cadillac checks met. Evaluate. Shit. Evaluate. What do we know? Evaluate. Oh, shit. Evaluate knock. You know what? No, let's make it a state. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make Cadillac State its own state. We're gonna make Cadillac its own state. Back to the top here. Okay. All right. Cadillac State starts here. There we go. This is where we're going to put our Cadillac State. If Cadillac not equal 0, bracket. Cadillac State open bracket. It's going to automatically do that. I don't want this bracket here. I want to move this bracket. We want to put this bracket at the bottom of all this crap. Right here. This is where we want that closing bracket. This is going to be the Cadillac State closing bracket. So now it's technically its own state. Everything's indented properly, right? Let's just make sure I place that in the right spot. Yeah, I did. I don't know if you guys can you guys hear that music? Let's see if you... No, I don't think you can. Hopefully you can't hear that music in the background. But if you can, it's they're doing a pool party at my apartment complex, which I probably am going to go to when this is done. So we'll close it off here in about 30-45 minutes. Not because I want to go to the pool party, but because that's enough coding. You guys are gonna bore yourselves to tears if I don't stop this soon. Okay. All right, we've closed out the Cadillac closing state. So now here, Cadillac State either exited or didn't fire. So so if it well, so for okay, so if if someone has Cadillac, the stuff that I already did is what would happen, and then it loops back thing. What if after that the game's already over? Ooh, it's getting deep, boys. It's getting deep, boys and potentially ladies. Potentially no boys. Potentially just ladies. Ah. Shit. Okay. Okay. No. So okay, so eval. All right, time to make notes in the notebook. Because I need to write, let me get a pencil. I need to scratch this stuff out before we start getting too deep in the quagmire here. Okay. All right. So we're evaluating. So if a Cadillac has occurred, we basically need to determine if the game should continue. And if continue or not. Cadillac has occurred. Determine if game should continue. Right? I think someone has Cadillac. It could potentially be that when someone gets Cadillac, then whoever loses, that's it for the game. The last person has lost their last life. The game is over. There is a winner. In which case the game's over and you go back to the end phase. But if not, if someone has Cadillac and people still have lives and the game's not over, then okay. Alternative game should continue if Game should continue new hand. Basically. When someone has Cadillac, you deal a new hand. If game should stop, reward the pot. That's the lives that people lost. Okay. If Cadillac, that's pretty much it, right? If Cadillac not occurred. Sorry, there's nothing going on the screen. I don't want to start typing this stuff out and have to erase it later. If Cadillac not occurred. So even though Cadillac, even if Cadillac didn't occur, the game could still be over. We just have to determine. We just need to determine who has the highest hand. We need to find losers. We need to find hand losers. We're gonna call it find hand. You guys hear that in the background? It's pretty loud. Maybe when I'm talking, because I have a noise gate set, so maybe when I'm talking you can hear it, and if I'm not talking you can't hear it. I don't know. Okay. Hello, Frost. Hello. What am I looking at? Player notifications. Sweet. What is your name again? Sweet Milk. Sweet Milk. This is source code for a new card game, a new card mini game, called Cadillac. Okay, so if Cadillac has not occurred, find hand losers. Find hand losers, and then take away lives accordingly. Cadillac not occurred, find hand losers, and then take away lives accordingly. Then, after you take away those lives, okay, find hand losers and take away lives accordingly. Then determine if game should continue or not. Let's see above. Okay. Because if someone has knocked, i.e., so Cadillac has not occurred, so therefore someone must have knocked. Determined who, so basically figure out who has the lowest hand, and people can tie, by the way. In Cadillac, you can tie for the lowest hand, and in which case you both lose a life. So determine the hand losers, I guess brackets around, parentheses around the S, losers could be one loser. Losers, and then take away the lives accordingly. And then once you take away the lives, much like Cadillac, yeah, determine once you take away the lives, should the game keep going? Do people still have lives to play, or is there only one guy with lives left? That's a see above thing. Oh shit. And then same deal. If the game should continue, just start a new hand. And I have a label for that. Game should stop, just reward the pot, and that's it. Whoo, we're close. Oh, we're right there. We are on the cusp. Just the tip of the tip. Oh man. Guys, I'm excited. This is big. Ooh, sorry, this is big. Because once this is out, once this is done, and we'll test it. Okay, let's see what we've done so far, shall we? Okay, let's see what we've got so far. We've done a lot of writing. Let's debug. Printf. Stopped here. Awesome. And flush std out. Okay, all right. Woo, build it. PC3, that's fine. I don't care about the. I did use PC3 SN2 SN1. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't use that for the. I probably didn't actually. What's going on up there? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you live in Seattle. Great, awesome. Hello from the south. Hello. Well, I'm in the south, but obviously Cascadia is not in the south. But anyway, cool. All right, built. Let's play. Yes. Yeah, it's all good. 3 of spades, 9 of spades, king of clubs. Ooh, ace of diamonds. I might pick that up. What do I have, 12? Yeah, I think I am going to take the ace of diamonds. Yeah, let's take that and we'll throw away the 3 of spades. Oh, shit. Player 3 knocked. Oh, that's not good. I might need to bump that up, actually, because that's kind of soon to be knocking. In 20, whatever. Player 2 has a 7. That's right. New card from the deck. Discarded 2 diamonds to the table. They now have 7. Ace of hearts is foreclosed on hearts. Oh, they have 21. P3 is definitely gonna knock. Yeah, they knocked. So so that's what they have. Or no, wait, is that what they have? No, player 4's. Yeah, player 4 goes. Player 4 has ace of spades. They only have 11. Just the ace of spades. They're going to draw a card. What do they have? They have 19. Ooh, that's big. They're close. They knocked with 21. 19. I'm out of luck here. So who knocked? Player 3 knocked, so player 4 went. My turn will go, then player 2 will go. And we're on our way. Ace of diamonds. Okay. 8 of hearts. Dang it, I'm going to draw a card. I drew a 6 of diamonds. Let's go ahead and take it. We'll add it to my ace of diamonds. We'll get rid of the 9 of spades. Okay. Okay, so yeah, no one has Cadillac, so it would go into that evaluation state. Player 2 drew a card. So yeah. Yeah, player 2's turn. They have 7. Draw a card from the deck. Probably did okay. And then it stopped there. Cool. So just to clarify, that it has all worked so far. Once it went through all the knock hands, no one had Cadillac, as we saw, because I have, you know, the debug statements that print out what everybody has. No one had Cadillac, so it's going to skip over all of the Cadillac checks, and it's going to go straight down here, which is what I said would happen. Cadillac state either exited or didn't fire. In this case, it didn't fire. So we need to evaluate. We need to say, hey, you know, so player, who was it? Player 3 knocked, I think. Player 3 knocked. So you know, who has the lowest hand, and you know, should you know, who has to give up lives and that sort of thing. So that's where we're at right now. By the way, fun rule of Cadillac: an incentive to not knock is if you knock and you end up having the lowest hand. So like, say it goes around a couple times. I'm like, oh, I've got 21. That's a pretty good hand. I go ahead and knock, then and then it goes around another times. Everybody else builds up their hands. They all get really good cards. They're at like 26, 25, 27. They all have higher hands than me. I knocked and I have the lowest hand. I lose 2 lives. Yeah, so that's your incentive to not knock. So just a pro tip there. If you're ever playing this game later on, yeah, you lose 2 lives if you knock and you have the lowest hand. So it's something to think about, something to chew on before you go ahead and knock on the table like that. So anyway. So, okay, that's where we're going to stop for today. I think I've been going for a while, I think, right? Can someone please tell me how long, one of you guys in the chat, pretty please, can someone please tell me how long I've been streaming for? I don't want to go under the limit. I really don't want to go too much over it. Someone tell me how long it's been, if anybody's, if anybody's available. Anybody in the chat, maybe, please, can help me, please. Is that a thing? I'm not. I'll go to the Twitters. No, I can't go to Twitters, and I'll play the ad. What does it say, Roastin? I can't see it. I don't know if it's printing or not. I can't see it. Oh yeah, we probably don't have that bot. That's probably why. Let me go. I'll go see if I can see it. How long have I? Dang. How long have I been streaming? I have no idea. Does anybody know? Oh, is it on YouTube? It might say it actually. If anybody on the YouTube chat, if anybody in the YouTube chat can tell me, that would be helpful. Fallout Cascadia is live. How long have I? Dang, how long have I been streaming? I don't know what you just sent me, Roastin. I'm not sure what that is. I have no idea. Dang it, how long have I been? Started streaming an hour ago. Okay, so I've been going for approximately an hour. So maybe not. Maybe not as long as I would have liked. Oops. Okay, we'll go a little bit longer. Let's keep going then. Maybe another 30 minutes. We'll go another 30 minutes. I have no idea how long it's been. Maybe it's been 30 minutes. What did you send me, Oh! Thank you, Roastin. You're awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Roastin Ghost, everybody, is, well, you know what? If Roastin Ghost wants to. Thank you, Roastin. Really appreciate it. I'll get back to you soon on that. Make sure it rains 90% in the game. Yeah, I think that's the. I think they're going to go for a very accurate representation of the weather in the Pacific Northwest. So I don't think you have to worry about that. Okay. All right, we'll keep going then, guys. We'll keep chugging along. Another 30 minutes. Call it. Yeah, we'll go 30. Well, we'll go until 45. The hour 45 after the hour. That's what we're gonna go. Which is 12:45. So it's like 33 minutes from now. So we'll go for another. Cool. Let's keep going. Hopefully y'all don't mind. We have the Cascadia has kind of like a suggestion for how long Wait, I can look at the freaking OBS and see how long I've been streaming. Or maybe I can't. No, I can't. I can't. Never mind. Oh wait. Yeah, live, an hour and 15. Nice. Okay, I can see that. All right. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, yeah, we'll go for another 30. That's close enough. I don't think anyone SK is gonna be mad at me, right? Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Okay. Checking up on things. Okay, cool. All right, what did we say we were supposed to do? If a Cadillac has occurred. Okay, so let's just determine if someone has Cadillac. If Cadillac not equal to 0. Easy enough. Bam. Cadillac has occurred. So, what did we say we should do? This is why you write notes. Cadillac has occurred. Turn of game should continue. Not. So, is there a winner or not? If so, wait. So basically, so should game continue, i.e. players still have lives. And then we'll give this an else. No. Cadillac evaluates for knocking. Someone knocked anyway. Okay. Okay. Whew. All right. Cadillac has occurred. God, that music in the background is kind of distracting, I'm not gonna lie. I really hope you guys can't hear it because it is not good music. Cadillac has occurred, so should game continue? Who? Okay. Oh, this is easy. If PC, all right. Compound conditions, everybody, you ready? It's gonna be a big one. If PCL greater than or equal to 0 is out, 1 is on poverty. So 1. You can still play if you're on poverty. Oh, well, shit. Okay, really big compound condition. You ready? I'm about to blow y'all's freaking mind. Is that right? Yeah. If PCL. Yes. is a big thing. God, that you guys have to be able to hear that. I'm sorry. Wow, you really can? I guess you can't. My God, that is annoying. I'm glad y'all can't hear that. Thank you. Welcome back, Cynic997. By the way, thank you to whoever followed. I didn't see it, but thank you for that. Thank you, Cynic. Appreciate that. Yeah, wall text art is good stuff. I'm sorry, I haven't learned how to change the password or change the title. That's not my skill set. Or I don't have that authority. All right. If PCL greater than or equal to 1. I'm trying to figure out how to build this compound condition because basically let me think. And Jesus. This can be a huge condition. I'm gonna get so confused. There's got to be an easy way to do this. I might just write this as a separate function so I don't have to build this long, complex condition. Let me think. If PCL, that music is really not helping me think. Sorry guys, I'm having coders block. 1. If I might just do this as a function. Should I do it? Function. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it as a yeah. It might be useful later on. One of the things with these functions is I have to think about, you know, would a function be useful later on? And it certainly probably would. Int, well, yeah, int life eval. This wouldn't be. This is only useful for Cadillac. Oh, this isn't useful for other card games. But is it useful for later on in the code? That's a good question. Yeah, it is. We'll do as a function. Int, I will separate it off though. Int life eval. Life eval. Int PCL, int P2L, int P3L, int P4L. So that's declaring my function. Well, if you're new to coding, you're declaring a function. This is saying, hey, I have a function called lifeEval. It's going to return an integer, and it's going to take the arguments PC1, P21, P3, or I'm sorry, PCL, P2L, P3L, and P4L. Those will all be integers, right? So now that I've declared that function's going to be a thing, we have to now actually define that function. Int lifeEval, int PCL, int P2L, int P3L, int P4L, brackets. Oh, I didn't caption or comment my function. But I'm just gonna say returns boolean should game continue, i.e. 2 or more players still have lives to play. 1 equals continue, 0 equals stop. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna copy this and use it down below, bottom of my code. Okay. So if if PCL greater than or equal to 1, if PCL greater than or equal to 1 and 2L greater than or equal, well, is that right? Hold on. Let me see if I do that right. So this is saying if the player character still has lives, and I need to fucking separate this. There we go. If the player character still has lives, and player 2 still has lives, player 3 still has lives, or player 4 still has lives. So yeah, so this should all evaluate as 1 or yeah. You know, I could also use this as a function to tell me who is left or who is remaining. Sorry about that. Got a Windows Defender summary that was absolutely useless, because of course it is. I guess I could use it that way. I may do it different. Yeah, let's do it differently. Let's restructure the purpose of this. Returns the player who still has lives remaining. Continue. 1 returns the player who, let's just say returns the player who won, basically. Who wins. It returns either the ID of the player who wins, so that would be, 1 through 4, or it returns the ID of the player who wins 1 through 4, or returns 0, in which case, or returns 0, which means that multiple players still have lives left to play. Great. That's a useful function. I'm glad I did it that way. Awesome. Copy and paste that up top. God, that music is killing me. Is there a DJ out there? Not good, guys. Not conducive to code writing. Let me put it that way. How's the chat doing? Everybody okay? Everybody hanging in there? Anybody passed out? Yeah, roasting. Yeah, it does. glad you're not mad at me, Cynic. Wow, holy cow. PC to run Fallout 4 at 127 FPS on high. Jesus. Yeah, Cynic. This is, I don't know. It's just a lot. It's not so much that it's advanced code writing. Like, none of this is exceptionally advanced. It's just there's a lot. That's all it is. I'm at like 5,400 lines of code. It's just there's a lot. That's all it really is, honestly. There's just a lot of it. But, Anyway. Okay, returns the ID of the player who wins, or returns 0. So, in this case, wait. Okay, so if the player character... Well, we don't care. Okay, all right. I'm gonna restructure it now. Cool, this is good. So if the player character still has lives, we want to know, instead of wondering, we want to determine if there's a winner. This function wants to determine if there's a single winner, as opposed to, okay. So we need to find out who won, basically. And to do that, we're going to do this. If the player character's lives are greater than or equal to 1, and this is where it gets interesting, P2L is equal to 0, or P3L is equal to 0. Well, no, wait, not or. And oh, it's getting confusing. And P4L 0. Right? Wait. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully, okay, let's see if I did this right. Okay, this will return true, which basically says PC wins. Player character has one or more lives. So, okay, the player character has one or more lives, and all of the other CPUs, or all of the other NPCs have no lives remaining. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. PC wins. That's what it is. PC wins. So res equals 1. Perfect. Okay, now we just do an else if. So if that's not the case, then now we're going to check for P2L. I'm just going to copy and paste it. Just change the stuff. How can you guys not hear that? Thank God you guys can't hear it. It is not good stuff, let me tell you. P2L, PCL. Awesome. So if P2L has P2 has lives and no one else does, P2 wins. Else if. Oh wait, what am I doing? Just copy and paste. On white. White collar's my name. I'm not being racist or something. Well, I mean, I am also white, but that's not the point. The point is, that's my. P3. 2. Okay. Yeah. Else if. My God. I'm gonna look out there. There's gonna be no one out there. It's not even that good of a party. P2P. There we go. Okay, and then lastly, else. Multiple players still have lives. Res equals 0, even though we initialized it, we're still going to do that. And at the very end of this is going to be life eval end line. End line. Return res. That just tells the function to kick back that's what all this does is it tells the function you're returning that variable. The value of that variable, kick it out. That's what you're going to return. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Okay. Awesome. Cool. That's easy. That's awesome. Great. That's all I needed. Wait. Awesome. Cool. Cool. So now, when we go back up here, still up. Wait. More. Oh, almost. Okay. Here, this is where I was. Cadillac has occurred. Yeah. So we're going to do z equals life eval PC L P2 L P3 L P4 L. that should be okay. Let's build this real quick. Make sure I have no errors. Good, I don't. That means I just declared my function correctly. If wait. Hold on. If Cadillac not equal to 0, which means Cadillac occurred, we need to determine who won. Yeah. So okay. So if z equals 0, then we know no winner yet, no winner yet, but Cadillac has occurred, so new hand. And there's a label for that, but I'm not going to fill it in yet. Debug. Come back to this. See above that. Okay, we're not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna figure that out later because the new hand stuff I haven't gotten to, and that's gonna be tricky. So else wait, or else wait, else if z equals 1, then we know that PC has 1. We'll go back and do that later. Else if z equals 2, P2 has 1. Else if z equals 3, P3 has 1. Whoop, has 1. Else if z equals 4, P4 has 1. Okay. Else, just do our error check here. Else print error. Go to main exit. Just in case there's an error, you never know. Okay. So, did I put a new hand label? Hang on. Yeah, I did. I did put a new hand label. Might do that. Might make use of that. Probably should make use of that. I will. We'll do that. We'll go back down and we'll do that. Oh, too much. Build it. Nice, no errors. Used the label correctly, so I was checking. Okay. Okay, PC has 1. So, do I want to do that right now? I guess I will. Why not? PC has 1. Okay. Oh. So earlier, well, how long have I been? Is it my time yet? Not quite. Got a couple of minutes. Chat for a second. I want to say that I understand it if I would have been here since the first line. C and C++ begs for my school, mainly C++. Yeah, C++ is definitely more useful than C, but because of what I do, like as a job and my major in school, I have to know C, not C++. C++ is good though. It's a good language. It's much more widely used for game programming than C is. Oh my lord! Can you guys hear that? Someone tell me if y'all can hear that, because that is absurd. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. We're getting there, people. We're making some massive progress. I think I have straight up killed off everybody from boredom, so I apologize. For those who have stuck it out with me, I am truly grateful for your presence. You are a rare breed that can sit there and listen slash watch to this. Um, I don't know. I wouldn't be doing this stream if people hadn't asked me to do it. But people ask, you know, the first time I did it, people were like, "Yeah, this is awesome. We want to see more of this," and blah blah blah. And then the other day, someone was like, "Hey, when's the next like coding stream?" I was like, "Well, I guess I could do it." So I wouldn't do this if people didn't ask for it, but whatever. Okay. Where we at? Okay. Doing this. So now earlier on, go up. Earlier on, I have a variable that takes in. It takes in, what is this? Oh no, I know. Life amount. This is like, so this variable right here, this would be equivalent to like your caps inventory, your wallet basically. That's what I'm using to simulate that. This right here would be like that restoring the value of each life. So when you, like that question that I asked at the beginning, how much do you want each life to be worth basically? That's what it tells you, and I forget what the options are. Well, I can use the variable, but oh, here it is. Input get life value. So the possibilities are 3, 10, 30, 50, and 100. So each life can be worth that much money. So, awesome. Yeah, and then I already subtracted it. Yeah, I already subtracted it. So, subtracted it from their inventory. So I don't need to. All right. So it already subtracts from their inventory. PCM being the inventory. So it already subtracts from the inventory, so I just gotta give the money back now. Way down here. Way down here. Okay. PCM. Okay, let's actually printf. Dash in. You have won. You have been awarded. You have won. You have won. You earned %I cap. Oh, %I caps from playing. And then life amount. So let's see if so 3 times 3, 9. So it would be life amount times 9. I believe that's the name of the variable. If that's right. Shit. I don't remember what I named it. Build. Nope. No error. It worked. Did I really call it life amount? Is that really what I called it? That's really what I called it. Cool. All right. Whatever. Up. Okay. You have won. You earned %I caps from playing in it, for instance. Whoop-de frickin' do. Yeah, that's right. So the life amount. So each life, you know, it's like if you picked 1, it's worth 1 cap. So you put up 3, so you earned 9 caps because you took them. And vice versa. So sweet. Awesome. Oh, and then I gotta actually do the PCM equals PCM plus life amount times 9. Right? Yeah, should be good. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Great. Just dandy. Oh, we gotta do the same thing for the other two. AI. P2 at P2 has 1. Don't scrap. Oops, do need that though. P2 has 1. And obviously F flush. So yeah. Awesome. Or well, I already put it there, I don't need it twice. Cool. 2 has 1. They have infinite wallets, so I don't have to worry about managing their money. The AI, the NPCs have infinite wallets in the game, so that, you know, you're not limited to what the player is not limited to what the NPCs have. There's a whole bunch of stuff we want to do, like, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, eventually we want to do, like, you can get kicked out, they can refuse to play with you, you can do cheating, there's going to be, like, we want to do, like, perks for cheating and stuff like that, and we want to do we have all sorts of really grand plans to make, you know, to add more mechanics, but right now we're really just focused on just the core bare bones mechanics and actually getting these games in the world, and then we can build upon them and do, like, cheating and you know, playing against NPCs who actually have money and you know, getting kicked out of the casino or of the bar or whatever, and getting caught for cheating and dueling, you know, all sorts of crazy fun stuff, and, you know, fighting somebody because they caught you cheating and all that sort of stuff. We want to do all that, but we just want to get the basic functionality first. That's our goal. Okay, you have 1. Cool. P2 has 1. P3 has 1. Oh, and then once this happens, go to main, exit. Once someone wins, then it's over. Over. Right? Like over. No new hand there. No winning yet behind, like, has occurred, so new. Okay. Yep. Okay. 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 Ooh, that's big. That's all the Cadillac stuff. That's taken care of. Now we are here, everybody. Where are we? We did that. Where does this go? It's up there. Cadillac has occurred. End line. These comments, by the way, this isn't just for me. I mean, it's largely for me, but the comments also help Scriv when he goes to write code. When he goes to port to Papyrus, he can understand the thought processes and what's supposed to happen and all that good stuff. Oh, someone is pinging me. Get that later. And it's about time for me to call it, folks, but let me just let's see. So where are we? We've done that. No Cadillac. We are here. This is where we are. I'm going to put our debug start here. Oh, we've done it. Let's check off what we've done in my notebook. We have done if Cadillac has occurred, game should continue or not. If game should continue, okay. If game should continue, new hand. That's that right there. It'll start a new hand if no one has won. If game should stop, reward pot. That's what this is. I mean, the NPCs don't, they have infinite money, so they don't really get it. They don't need to get the pot rewarded to them. But yeah, so that's that. Exit in the game. Sweet. Whew. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Dope. What's next? Now we're at the if Cadillac has not occurred. Yep. So, easy enough. Yeah, if Cadillac not occurred. Yeah, so now we're here. We're at what happens if Cadillac has not occurred, but someone has knocked. Someone has to lose, and so determine who the loser or losers are, and then go from there. And then is the game over or does it continue? So basically, kind of the same stuff as above, but so basically all this is going to get copy and pasted again. Well, actually, literally, this is going to get copy and pasted again verbatim, pretty much. All that is going to get copy and pasted later on. But first, we have to determine, we have to do losers, and we have to determine losers, and also remove the lives accordingly and all that good stuff. But as always, let's build it. 0 errors, 6 warnings. Warnings are fine. That's okay. It's the same variables that I expected to see. That's all okay. Let's run it. Let's play a game. Yes, we want to play. Let's go big or go home. We have 1,000 caps, as you can see. We currently have 1,000 caps. That's just what I chose. Obviously, when you play in Fallout, it'll be however many caps you have is what you'll use. 100 caps per life. Okay. Whew. All right. I have the 4 of clubs, the 6 of clubs, and the Jack of diamonds. The table card is a 2 of diamonds. I have 10 either way, but I like my odds. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and draw a card from the deck. Yeah, draw a card from the deck. I drew a 10 of hearts. I'm gonna get rid of the 4 of clubs. Player 2 drew a card from the deck. I'm done reading all the debug stuff. I'm confident it's working like it's supposed to. Just making sure no one knocked. P4. Okay, so no one's knocked. What do I have? I have a 10 of hearts, a 6 of club, and a Jack of diamonds. Table cards, a 5 of hearts. Oh, I could get to 15. I might try that. I might go for the hearts. We'll go for hearts. Is anyone taking hearts? Discard a 5 of hearts. Discard a 7 of hearts. Okay, I don't think anyone's holding hearts. I don't think so. I'll go for it. All right. Yeah. Let's pick up the table card. Pick up the 5 of hearts. Let's discard the 6 of clubs. Got 15 right now. What happened? So still no one's knocked. Okay, that's good. Still no one's knocked. Oof. Queen of clubs? Oh man, it's a good card. Who threw that down? P4 threw that down? What does P4 have? I'm cheating. Jack of spades. He's got 12. He had the queen of clubs. He picked up the 8 of spades. Damn, so he's gonna knock on the next go around. Because he's got 20, so he's gonna knock. If no one else does, he's gonna fucking knock. Yeah, he's got 20. Someone has 8. P3 has 18. P2 has 13. P2's not doing too hot. Okay. Tip cards are queen of clubs. Damn it. Only 15? Fuck. Shit, I have no choice. I'm too invested. I gotta draw a card from the deck. No one's knocked yet, but. Oh, I drew a 9 of fucking diamonds? Okay, we're switching it out. I'm getting rid of the 5 of hearts. I'm going for diamonds. Shit, P4 knocked. Of course they did. I knew they fucking would. So now it's my turn. And then P2 and P3 still have to go. P3 has 20. P2 has... Oh my god, P2 has 18. Shit, I have 19. At least well, P2 still has another turn. Damn it. Table cards, 10 of spades. I gotta draw a card. I have no choice. I'm gonna lose this game, guys. Or this hand. You drew a 7 of spades from the tip. God damn it. No. I guess we'll throw down the 7 of spades. Okay. No one got Cadillac. Let's see. So okay, table cards and spades. P2 discarded. P2 has 18 still. They don't have any choice. They still have 18. Player 3 I didn't see what they had, but they had 21, so they probably picked up something. Wait, let's see. They had player 3 had a king of diamonds, an 8 of diamonds, and a 3 of diamonds, and they drew a card from the deck, and they discarded a king of hearts. So, by process of elimination, right? The card they drew was a king of hearts. So they have player 3 has 21, player 2 has 18, I have 19. Man, I barely beat player. That was close, but I didn't put the evaluation stuff in there. But no, I was gonna see if anyone would get Cadillac, but no one got Cadillac. So that's where the code. That's the next. I'll probably do one more code stream, and then I'll probably be done streaming for a little while. Next time I stream, we're gonna finish this thing. I mean, that's it, right? Let's look at the. All we have to do is evaluate what happens if someone knocks, or if there's no Cadillac. That's all we got to do. So that's probably going to be another function, another quick function, and then a copy and paste. So that's easy. That's the next stream, guys. That's a short time next stream, and then what? And then I may not stream that. Oh, fuck. I want you guys to be rewarded for coming to these streams. I want you to see the final product. Yeah, Mike only picks up the music. Mike only picks up the music when I talk. Hey, Retep, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, the mic only picks up the music when I talk. That sounds right, because I have a noise gate on it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to cut it off here. We are so close to being done. Like, so close. So close. I mean, like, you heard me. It's one more function, and then a copy, one more function and a copy and paste, and we're done. So next stream, what are we going to do? We'll finish the code. Next stream for me, we'll finish the code, and then we'll do some actual implement. I'll show you. I'll give you guys a sneak peek at the next update to Barstool Games. We'll give you a sneak peek at the next update to Barstool Games. We'll implement some voice lines together. The voice acting stuff is not Cascadia related. That's Barstool Games related. But the next update to Barstool Games has a big mechanic that is Cascadia related that I get to show you guys. So there's a new mechanic to Barstool Games that if you keep up with me on Nexus and YouTube and stuff like that, then you might already know what it is. But there's a huge mechanic that I'm so excited to share with you guys. So that'll be the next stream from me. Really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you again so much for hanging out. I apologize. I know this is not the most exciting of streams to watch. Bye, Roasting Ghost. Take it easy, buddy. Oh, you already left. Yeah, have a good one, dude. Thanks so much for hanging out, man. Thank you again for what you sent me. Really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. That's it for me today. Hope you learned something at least. Hope I didn't bore you to literal death. You guys were a big help to me. Let me talk through my issues and stuff like that. So yeah, next time you hear from me, we will be finishing this source code, and that'll be awesome. So yeah, thanks again, guys. Take it easy. Bye.